Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land. It is I, Jim, better known as Sandman Mystery Comics. In the last video I did, which was my indies from the 80s, I forgot to thank each and every one of you for my well wishes that you gave me and the prayers and all that. My fever finally broke today. So I'm doing better. I still got aches and pains, but I'm good enough to go to work. When you're in the solar industry and you're on people's roofs, if you got a high fever, you know how it makes you kind of dizzy and sweaty and weak. You can't be up on somebody's roof. You're a liability. So I had to take today and yesterday off from work. Luckily, I have sick days, so it's no big deal. But thank each and every one of you for the support. Now, this video, it's another haul of the dollar bins from mycomicshop.com. Every week they put up new books. Every week I keep buying them. I mean, they're $1 and you get all kinds of awesome stuff. For example, the first thing I got is this big old graphic novel that originally had a $15 price. It's a $15 cover price. It's put out by Oni Prints. It's called The Snow Cat Prince. It has never been read. It is minty fresh. Boom, boom, boom. It is from the Norwegian author Dina Norland. A beautiful illustrated tale of bravery and honor. Svin is a snowcat and the youngest in the family of princes. When his father dies, Sin and his brothers are all in line for the throne. Eager to become kings themselves and wary of how well-liked Siv has become by the citizens, Siv's brothers send him on a dangerous quest to find the long-lost magical crown that once belonged to their royal ancestor, the Eld King. Legend says the snowcat who finds the crown will break the curse on their land and bring great honor to their family. But failure could mark Siv with 3 black stripes, and then he'd be banished forever. Along his journey, Siv will face dangerous beasts, dark powers, and the ever-looking sand foxes, sworn enemies to the snowcats. But when Siv discovers the truth about the legend of the Eld King and his magical crown, he'll have to learn the new meaning of honor and find a way to break the curse. That sounds awesome. And it's about cats. That's cool. I love cats. I love cats. You guys know this. We have cats. We're cat people, me and the wife and our son. So, yeah, I can't wait to read this. The artwork looks incredible. Oh, you heard that. It was brand new, minty fresh, and I just made it crack a little. I don't like the crackety crack crack. Look at this stuff, man. I mean, just gorgeous. I cannot wait to sit down and read this stuff. This is going to be awesome. Okay, so yeah, this was $14.95, and they sold it for $1. $1. And that's a whole bunch of pages, man. I mean, a whole bunch. It doesn't have them numbered. And there's so much extra stuff in here. There's artwork, watercolor design studies that were done. Look at this. That is just gorgeous stuff, man. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. This was actually a Kickstarter from 2019, guys. So, yeah. Great deal. And you know me, I love my indies, I love my cats, and they made an independent comic book about cats. You darn right I'm going to get it. Next up, because I can't say no to pulps, I didn't even know this existed. This is put out by a company called Blazing Adventure from 1994. It is the Spider, one of the more crazy pulp characters from the 30s and 40s, presents Quiver. And it's got this awesome poster of him just going to town right in the middle. It's still there. That's awesome. And the artwork inside is pretty darn good as well. Can't wait to read this. I mean, I really, 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 really love me my pulps. So this is just going to be fun stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay. Next up, another thing. And I took a couple pictures of this and put it on Instagram, just like I did that one in the snow prints. But here I'll be able to show you guys better. I mean, this is all pencil Alex Ross work, man. This is the Project Superpower sketchbook. Boom. And then here's his designs for some covers where he does thumbnail sketches for covers. A couple of beautiful, just beautiful Black Terror posters. And that's all pencil, man. Look at this. Just gorgeous stuff, guys. Even the cover is his pencil sketches. And the cover are the sidekicks, by the way. And then, yeah, some more thumbnails on how he does his covers. Gets an idea of what he wants to do. And then the Death-Defying Devil, which back in the day was known as Daredevil. I mean, look at that. My goodness, that's just, yeah. I mean, it's Alex Ross, you know? And then Masquerade, which is the honey that everybody likes. You see her there. Yep, there you go. Pencils. And then him doing the covers. And his notes for the book with more design sketches for like the Black Owl, a bunch of the heroes. Ah. And here's more. Man-Cat, Burning Spirit. Just look at this stuff. The Ghost. Yeah, the Ghost is the skull guy, and he has a ghost plane. He fought in World War II. Very cool character. His stuff, see, there's the ghost plane. And it's very hard to find those books that his stories were originally in. And then two characters he designed, Truth or Dare. Yeah, just, oh, yeah, baby. Alex Ross. Pencil. I love the pencil stuff, man. I mean, his oil work is great, but to see the process behind his oils and the thought he does, you know, that he puts into everything before he starts the painting. And then from 1994, we've got more Zen, the Intergalactic Ninja. This is a summer special. And as with all 90s books, this has a prism foil. No embossment, but it's on cardstock. And it's got that typical 90s artwork, you know. You know. And level 1. Look at that. Rob Liefeld would love that if he knew that, if he could do anatomy that well, you know? Look at that. Oh, yeah. That's just fun stuff. Black and white 80s indie goodness. Kept going, man. Kept going and going. And if you don't know about Zen, the Intergalactic Ninja, you need to watch my video on him, because I made one. And you can find out how he was almost as big as TMNT and Earthworm Jim. All right. Now, Earthworm Jim, I'd love to do a video on Earthworm Jim, but it's impossible because I can't get my hands on any of the books because they are super, super, super duper expensive. And they're very, 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 very rare. Okay. Next up from Mandala Hollas is a miniseries that you never heard of. And it was so popular, they kept making more miniseries. It's Atomic Robo. You're wondering, what the hell is Atomic Robo? Well, Atomic Robo is a robot with very advanced AI that was created by Nikola Tesla. And he was locked away, never turned on, until the government found him in the 40s after Tesla died. And they turned him on and they saw how smart and powerful he was. So like BPRD, they formed a whole team around Atomic Robo that goes all around the world fighting the weird and the strange. And this miniseries is from 2009, and it is The Shadow from Beyond Time. So that's some eldritch horror, H.P. Lovecraft, Cthulhu, Lulu stuff right here. That's going to be fun. I can't wait to read that. I have a whole bunch of issues from the various miniseries. I don't have a complete miniseries. Because they're hard to find. They're low print run, put out by a company called Red 5. So whenever I see them, I buy them. And that's issue number 1 of 5, issue number 3 of 5, and issue number 4 of 5. Atomic Robo, coming soon to indies from the 80s, even though it's not an 80s title, soon. And then next up, these are facsimiles for $1 each. I couldn't pass them up. Both are near mint. This one I needed. Iconic Flash 123, where Silver Age Flash meets Golden Age Flash, the Flash of Two Worlds. Come on now. And then Wiz Comics number 2, first appearance of Shazam, or Captain Marvel, as he used to be known. And these are both near mint. And one thing I learned is if mycomicshop.com says a book is near mint, it's usually mint. If they say it's fine, it's usually very fine. They're very rough on their grading, very strict, much like CBCS. Okay? And then y'all know that I love me Ben Dunn Antarctic Press. Well, these are Ninja High School, the colored editions. And on top of that, they are newsstands. Number 9, he made his own Sentai team called the Zetra Men. And then number 10 continues the story with the Pink Ranger. And as you can see, this one is a regular direct market. But to find an independent, especially Eternity, from the late 80s, early 90s, that wasn't direct market, wow. Okay, that was just a wow. And then Top Cow and Image did this, and it was all by Ross. I love the Gatchaman from Mad Cave, so I had to get these. Top Cow and Image, Battle of the Planets. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, just good stuff, man. For $1, I'll buy that all day long. As they said in RoboCop, I'll buy that for $1. And then lastly, this is the second book in the Elric saga and the 4th issue of the 7 comic adaptation of the second book, Elric on the Seas of Fate. And it is written by Roy Thomas and pencils by Mr. Monster himself, Michael T. Gilbert, man. So, boom. I'm slowly getting all of these, man. Slowly. All right. And that was my dollar holla haul from mycomicshop.com. If you like what you saw, or you have any questions about what you saw, or you'd like more information on how to get you some cheap comic books like that, leave it in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up. Share my videos out too to other people who like weird and unusual comics. And that way we can organically grow the channel. I love each and every one of you. May God bless you and protect you and keep you safe. And no matter what you do, no matter where you go, there you are. Remember, buy what you like. Read what you buy. No matter what, you're always happy that way. I'll see you in the next video.